Okay, I want to begin by saying thanks for purchasing one of my H130 helicopter kits. And in this video I'm going to show you how I think is the easiest way to do it. As you see, I've got everything popped out. But when you're popping them out, it's just a little twist and a pop. Some of these smaller pieces you may have to put a little bit of pressure on there to pop them out, but they all should come out of there pretty easily for you. I also want to recommend this 2P10 thick super glue. You can use about any kind of glue you want, but this stuff seems to work really good and doesn't have the stringy strings that you get with a lot of other super glues. And I also have a sanding block that if you want to clean the pieces, you can just clean them up a little bit, take that smoky look off of them. Or if you find yourself with a really tight fit, take that piece and just sand the thickness of it, and it should fit together for you a lot easier. So anyhow, with this kit, we're going to start with part number 5 and part A. And part A has a little receiving notch there towards the tail, but we're going to slip it in this groove, and it's got to be straight going in there. And we're going to slide that right on in, push it all the way back. Okay? And then we're going to stack, let's go over here and stack part 4. It's going to go in that groove. Part 4. Part 3 is going to slide to that front receiving notch. Part 2. Part 1. We're going to hold it and flip it over. Part number 6 has to go over the holes. It'll slip in. Part 7. Part 8. And part 9. And we're going to hold that all together, align everything. This is a good time to put a couple drops of glue in there. I'm not going to glue this just because I may have to try it again, but we're going to slip that in and press everything down against it. And again, using part B, we're just going to slip that in. Might want to put a drop of glue on there, slide it into place. Little drop of glue on each receiving notch of part C, and align those and slip them in. Same on the other side, a couple small drops of glue, and just be very liberal with that glue, not very much glue. It's really needed to hold these things together. So I'm just pushing it all together. Might even put a little pressure on it. We want to make sure all this is flat. Okay? And we're going to start with W1. And you might want to put a drop of glue on there and press it in. W2 goes on top of that. W3, might want to put a drop of glue on each one. It's kind of your call. You may want to disassemble it and put it back together again. So this is feeling kind of tight. You might look and make sure everything's pressed down. And it slides in. So that's what it's supposed to look like at this point. We got a little taper on all of our windshield. And we're going to finish it up with parts D and parts E. And that's just going to slide over. And this should align and press in and snap. And it'll hold. So if you want to hang it up, you can hang it up. But that's really it, and I hope that was helpful. You can find all of my kits on my Facebook page, The Great Alaska Wood Kits. Thanks, and enjoy.